Today on Don't Panic Pantry, we're making chorizo and eggs. Because I was recently rewatching Midnight Run, great movie, and I was wanting to eat chorizo and eggs because Charles Grodin wants to eat them at a diner and Robert De Niro won't let him. They do that like diner thing where it's with hash browns and toast, but I'm doing it with beans and tortillas because I like it better that way. Since I am bean dad, I've always got a Tupperware of freshly cooked beans in a pot. So this is obviously an incredibly simple recipe. You really just are cooking chorizo and eggs together. I'm gonna chop up an onion. If you have a nice like green pepper to add into it, I always char a poblano before I put it into something, but you can also just chop it up and do it. Now when I talk to Ben, he actually answers me.
He's here.
Should you be mic'd?
I'm close enough.
All right, so I diced up an onion and 2 small poblano peppers, and I'm just gonna fry these up with some chorizo and a nice little neutral oil. I happen to have some avocado oil. So I'm doing about 1 ounce of chorizo per egg. So I got 6 eggs, 6 ounces. I think it's valuable to people to remember that if you buy something like sausage or ground pork or whatever it is, that you don't need to use all of it right away. And if you're not gonna use it, don't just let it sit in the fridge and go bad. Portion it out, freeze it, and now I just have chorizo in the freezer for future egg ventures. Oil in here. So we're just sweating out some onions and peppers. If I was like being a fancy boy, I would have charred the peppers. And while that's cooking, Ben, why don't we crack some eggs in a bowl? A little hit of the old oil. You want to get a little bit of that kind of fat rendering, a little bit of crispying. For some reason, the ripped edges always burn. Like the edges burn before anything else. To me, like once I see seeing it like bubbling up, that's how I know it's doing its thing. That stuff means it's tingling. It's how you know it's working. Once the chorizo is kind of like crisped at the edges and tender and just seems really delicious, and you really want to take the time to render that fat because you're basically cooking your eggs in all this beautiful chorizo fat. Turn the heat down and just kind of slowly cook our eggs in until they're kind of soft and delicious. I'm just kind of moving it pretty consistently. I want to get like a pretty even cook, kind of scraping the bottom as I go. Chorizo and eggs is so good. I did what Charles Grodin never could. Mexican chorizo is one of the great sausages in the world. Like I wish I was hungover because that's when I want this. Jesus Christ. Smash the like button.